Hey YouTube, it's Terrence Barker coming with another great video. In this video, we're going to show you the basics on manufacturing cold process soap. So stay tuned, get out your notepads, like, comment, and subscribe below. We got all the latest and greatest dope content. Make sure you hit that bell so you can get ready when the video drops. Let's get to it.
Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Alright YouTube, before we get to it, there's a couple of things that you are going to need to manufacture your own soap. One of those are your equipment. Okay, and I'm going to put this out is you want to make sure that all your equipment is either plastic or stainless steel. The reason why you want to make sure your stuff is plastic or stainless steel is because things such as lead are reactive to lye. It is so reactive to lye that it can actually eat through your pots and pans and other tools that you may have. So make sure you have plastic or stainless steel materials when you're manufacturing soap. Some of the tools that you would need is a stick blender. Goes hand in hand, all right. That way you can mix up your soap and bring it to trace, which I will later on explain about. The other one is you're going to need some plastic spatulas and maybe a spoon for texturizing or to put into your ingredients. Another tool that you will need is this measuring device right here. It's a thermometer. It allows us to know what temperature our soap is, our lye water is, or our oils are. As you can see, it's 102, and our soap oils are at 100 degrees, so we are within range. You will need tools for cleanup. With soaping, things can get messy, so have something on standby to clean up just in case something happens. All right, guys? Thank you. You will need a scale. And finally, guys, you will need a soap mold. This one right here is a 3-pound mold. There are other molds out there, shapes and sizes that you can get. This is a silicone mold right here. This is the basics of the basics. This is what you will need for soaping. The other thing that you will need when you're manufacturing soap is your ingredients. Here are a list of things that we have that you will need to manufacture a basic bar of soap or shampoo at home. As you can see right here, YouTube, we have our oils for our 3-pound loaf of soap that we are going to be making. And this one right here, you can see that we have our lye water solution right here. We've been letting it cool down. This is going to be for our soap as well. And here we have our essential oils. And finally, for the plot twist, we are going to be mixing a cream. We do have our creams in here. Let's shake it up. Shake, 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 shake it like a salt shaker. But yeah, we do have our creams that we are going to be adding in here. You could add other liquids such as teas or juices or anything like that. But in this one, we are going to be adding a cream base to our soap. So stay tuned, guys, as we break this down step by step on the making of cold process soap. All right, YouTube, here we going. As you can see, we have our oils, we have our clay, we have our cream, we have our lye, and we also have our fragrance. We have our stick blender right here. Everything has been cleaned and sanitized for our needs, okay? And we're just gonna get right to it. Now, the basics of the basic with soap manufacturing is that you need your oils and you need your lye water. We're gonna start off by pouring in our lye water so you guys can understand what trace means and a couple other things for the soap lingo. So here. Now what you want to do is make sure you have your stick blender in here. Pour your lye water solution down the base of the shaft. That way you do not get any bubbles in there. All right. Bang. Gonna mix right on up. And the soap right now, as you can see, the oils and the lye, as you can see, is starting to turn into soap. Alright, we're going to keep it right there because right now we're adding a plot twist. We're going to add our clays and we're going to add our creams and fragrance to here. Alright, so we're breaking it all down. Now don't worry about the measurements necessarily. The reason why we're not telling measurements is because we do not want you guys to be like us. You don't want to be like, you know, other soapers exactly. You know, you want to learn the fundamentals so you can create your own. Now the clay that is in here is going to make it trace a little bit faster. I will show you what trace means, so just stay tuned. Alright, cool. Let me get some of that off of there. Get it to the side. Boom, boom, boom. Get it down. Mix it up a little bit. Alright. That's why we have our spatulas. Alright, now we're going to add our creams. We're going to mix that in and then we're going to add our fragrance. Like I said, this is just the fundamentals on how to manufacture it. You can get as creative as you like. I'm going to stir it up a little bit because cream will make it trace faster. You know, and different types of creams are like milks. You can use goat milk, which is a common one. You can have, you know, cow milk, I guess. You know, any kind of milk you want. Coconut milk, whatever floats your boat. So we're going to mix that up nice and well so it doesn't trace as fast. All right, pop this down just a little bit. I like all my cream in there. I don't know about you. I like all my ingredients in my batch. All right, we're getting to trace. Now, as you can see, this is trace right here. And what trace means is that you could trace your basic directions on what dropped. You can see little traces on what dropped in there. You see that? See the trace of what has been dropped? That's what trace means. All right, let's hurry up and add our fragrance, and then we'll pour it into the mold. It's just easy peasy, guys. Same thing. This is our own unique fragrance, essential oil blend. I'm going to stir it first, and then we're going to mix, because once again, your fragrance or your essential oil can make your soap trace a lot thicker. And then, you know, sometimes you don't want that. Sometimes you want to just pour right in. Sometimes you want it a little bit clumpy. But in this one, we want it a little bit thick, you know, because this is not a design. Plus, we want it to gel. But if we were doing designs, we'll probably want something that we could pour. And in some cases, you do want something thick. It all matters on what you're trying to do. Now it's thick enough. This is good because we're going to texturize the top. This is where we want it for our soap to texturize the top. All right, guys. Now, and that's why we have our spoon. You know, so on this one, you kind of want it thick to do a little design that we're going to do. All right, let me move some things out of the way. Let me get a little quick whip and stir and get ready for our mold. And it's not that hard doing soap. You know, all it does is take some good prep, you know, some good timing with that, and you'll be all right. All right, so stir it up. Let's put it inside our mold. Nice and easy peasy. Yeah, that texture top is going to come out well. Oh, sorry, hit the camera. Alright, hold on, let's see, we do have our rags for cleanup, but we're good right here. Don't need really a rag for that. Alright, now we're going to beat it down. So here, let me beat it down a little bit, that way we don't have air bubbles trapped in here and popped up, you know, we want it all smooth. Alright. Then we're going to pour in the rest of our soap and do the same thing. Then we will texture the top. You know, you got to burp it. You got to burp it several times. You know, you want a nice good burp to get all those air bubbles out. Alright, doing another burp. As you can see, we have that little burp right there. So we did a nice good burp. Now we're going to go in and texture the top. All right. Let's do some cleanup right here. Wipe some things down. There you have it, right there. We have our soap in our soap mold, all ready to complete. All right, guys, that's it right there. We're going to let this soap sit for about 24 to 48 hours. Not all soaps are the same. It depends on your batches. You know, sometimes it may be longer that you may need to let them sit before you cut them. But as always, you know, be creative. Do what you can to be great. Okay, now we also have other videos that you could check out that go along right with this video. One of them is the cheap soap cutter. All right, you can look at that video that'll teach you about cutting this soap. Beyond that, False Life, I'm out.